Hello friends, today we will learn about quadratic equation. So first question is, what is a quadratic equation? So first we will go by the definition and then try to understand the logic behind it. So a quadratic equation is what? A quadratic equation is one which is written in the form of ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, where a is not equal to 0. So what does this mean? Any equation of the type ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, where a is not equal to 0 is a quadratic equation. Simply speaking, if I say x square plus 5x plus 3 is a quadratic equation, right? Why? B is equal to 0 is a quadratic equation. Why? Because in place of a, here what if it is not, nothing is there, it is 1. Here in place of b, 5 is there. In place of c, 3 is there. So this is a quadratic equation, simplest type of quadratic equation. Now if I ask, what if x square is equal to 0? Is this a quadratic equation or not? Then what will be our reply? Our reply will be, see, I can write what? X square plus 0x plus 0 is equal to 0. I can write it like that. So here what is? Here a is equal to 1, a is 1, b is 0, c is 0. Right? So yes, x square is equal to 0 is also a quadratic equation. Now, but if I ask 3x plus 5 is equal to 0 is a quadratic equation or not, then our answer will be what? Our answer will be no. This is not a quadratic equation. Why? See what the definition says. Where a is not equal to 0 in the form, in the equation type ax square plus bx plus c, a can never be 0. If a is equal to 0, then it is not a quadratic equation. Simple. So here in 3x plus 5 is equal to 0, x square term is missing. Right, there is no term involving x square. So it is not a quadratic equation, right? So basic thing is clear. Now we will go by step step. First we will learn the simplest method to factorize it and find the solution of a quadratic equation. Now we are going to learn how to solve a quadratic equation. Suppose we have been given an equation x square minus 5x plus 6 is equal to 0. Obviously, this is a quadratic equation. Now I want to solve this quadratic equation. I want to know what is the value of x that will satisfy this equation. Satisfy this equation means the value of x, putting which will make left and right side equal, right? So x square minus 5x plus 6 is 0 here given. Now I can solve it by two methods. There are more methods also, but presently we will talk about two methods. First method is factorization. First method is what? Factorization. Factorization. Now we will learn how we will solve this question using factorization. You already know this equation is basically what? Ax square plus bx plus c. So I am writing it like that. Here nothing is there, so 1 is already there in multiplication. 1x square minus 5x plus 6. Right. So how to solve a quadratic equation by factorization method? Right. We cannot solve all quadratic equation by factorization method, but whatever we can solve that is completely factorable, that is a question. That is a different matter. First, we will know the question which can be solved using factorization method. First, we have to do what? 1x square minus 5x plus 6. We have to multiply, this is our a, this is our c. We have to multiply this term by this term. 1 into 6. What is this? 1 into 6 is equal to 6, right? So first we have to multiply first term I a and c. So this we got 6. Now we have to divide or break b in such a way that by adding that it remains b only, but by multiplying it becomes product of a and c. So simply speaking, I have to break minus 5 into two parts such that its multiplication is 6. So what can I do? I can write minus 5 as minus 3 and minus 2. Minus 3 and minus 2 will be what? Minus 5, right? So I can write this as minus 3x and minus 2x. And multiplication will be what? Minus 3 into minus 2 will be what? Minus 3 into minus 2 minus minus plus 3 2 just 6. So by adding it is minus 5, right? And by multiplying it is 6. So we will write it like that. X square minus 3x minus 2x, right? Mine plus 6 is equal to 0, right? Now what we will do next? Next we will take common. We will take common here x minus 3 and minus 2 here common. This will again be x minus 3, right? And then we will do what? X minus 3 is coming in both places here. Here also it is x minus 3, x minus 3. We will take it one time and rest is x minus 2 is equal to 0, right? Now we will solve it. This is very simple solving it. How it is equal? We can write it as x minus 3 is equal to 0. So x will be what? X will be equal to 3. This minus will go on right side and it will become plus. Similarly, x minus 2 is equal to 0. And this mean x is equal to 2. So we can solve it like that. So this is a simple method. This is factorization method. I will took one or two more question from factorization and then we will come to other proper method that will be applicable to all type of questions for a quadratic equation. See, second question is what? 2x square plus x minus 6 is equal to 0. 2x square plus x minus 6 is equal to 0. Now again our process will remain same. Here nothing is there, we will put 1. Now first into last, 2 into minus 6, it will be what? Minus 12. And here it is 1. We have to break 1 in such a way that product becomes minus 12. So what we can write? We can simply write 2x square plus 4x minus 3x. We can write what? 4x minus 3x. 4x minus 3x will be what? 1. And this will remain as it is, minus 6 is equal to 0. Here again we will take 2x as common. Here we will get x plus 2. And again here what we will take? Minus 3 we will take common. Here it again will be minus 3 or plus 2 is equal to 0. Now what we will get? X plus 2 is in both places, right? And here 2x minus 3 is also there. So we will take this as 0. By putting x plus 2 is equal to 0, we will get x is equal to minus 2 because plus will go on that side, it will become minus 2. Here 2x is equal to 3. So x will become 3 by 2. X will become 3 by 2. Right. So there are two solutions of this equation. X is equal to minus 2 and x is equal to 3 by 2. One thing I will tell you more clearly. How to get this? How I know this will be 4 and 3? For that, there is a method I will explaining you. See, what was the question? Question was 2x square, right? 2x square. 2x square plus x minus 6 is equal to 0. 2x square plus x minus 6 is equal to 0. This was the question. We multiplied first and last. What we got? Minus 12. So we have to do, how to know what factor we have to take? So for that, you will have to take the factor of these terms. Take the factor of 12. How we will take factor of 12? It will be 2, 6, 2, 3. Right? Now, see, now this value, here it is 1, we will get from here only. There are multiple combination and permutation. We have to check all that. See what we can take. We can take here 2 and 2 3 ja 6. We can take 2, 2 3 ja 6. But what will we get 1? We will not get 1. Whether we plus 6 or 2 or minus 6 or 2, we will get and 4. So we will not get 1. What is our target? Our target is to get 1. Now what can we take? 2 2 ja 4. We can take 4 and 3. Right? So 4 and 3. Now it's okay. If I subtract 4x minus 3x, I take 4x and minus 3x, it will be 1x. Right? So we have to take like that. I am not focusing much time on this factorization method. I am going to proper method of solving this quadratic equation. Right? Now, the proper method is what? Let's see. You already know what? You already know any quadratic equation is of what type? Is of type ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. That you already know. Right? Now, I will not go how formula was derived. I will simply tell you the method to find the solution. So x is equally, if you have to find x, this is simple method. So this is minus b plus minus root under b square minus 4ac. Right? b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. This is the simple method to find x, right? This is the method. Now one more thing I will tell. This term is called, this b square minus c is also called d. This is called denoted by d, discriminant, and this is b square minus 4ac. How it is important? Suppose if I am finding solution of x by putting this formula, minus b plus minus root under b square minus 4ac by 2. But what if this value is in negative? If b square minus 4ac is in negative. Suppose we calculated and value of this came in negative. Suppose it comes minus 4. Then what will we do? What will we do? Do we know the value of root minus 4? We do not know. Till 10th class, we do not know how to find the value of root under minus 4. We only know that a square root of only positive numbers can be obtained. Right? So till class 10th, we will take this value where in whatever case d is equal to negative, we will not get the real root. We will not get the real root or real values of x. We will not get real value of x, right? If d is in negative, value of d is in negative, no real root exists. What happens? No real root exists. You can note it down. No real root exists or no real value of x exists, right? No real root exists. If d is equal to 0, then what will become? If d is equal to 0, then both roots will be equal. Both roots will be equal. Roots are what? Roots are nothing but values of x. So both roots are equal. If d is equal to 0, both roots are equal. And we will find two values. If d is greater than 0, then what? We will get two roots, two values of x, but that will be different. That will not be same. That will be different, right? Both values will be different, right? Now, whenever we will solve some more question, you will get the clarity, right? So now I am going to solve the questions using this method so that you can easily acquaint with whatever I am trying to teach you. Right. First, suppose here what it is saying? It is saying you have been given a equation. You have to find the nature of roots. You have to find nature of roots. If the real root exists, then we have to find value of x. Right. So first method, what I told, How you will find that? You will have to take value of d. D is what? B square minus 4ac, right? And what is your equation C? What is your equation? 2x square minus 3x plus 5. 2x square minus 3x plus 5 is our equation, right? This is our equation. Here A is 2, B is minus 3 and C is 5, right? So what will be the value of B square minus 4AC? B square minus 4AC will be what? You calculate in place of B, we have got minus 3, right? This square minus 4 into A into C. 4 into 2 into 5, right? So what it will give? Come 3 3 ja 9 minus 4 2 ja 8 5 ja 40. 9 minus 40. This value will be what? Minus 31. Yeah, this value is minus 31. So value is in negative. So you have already learned when value is in negative, no real root exists. क्या होगा? No real root exists and you do not need to find out the roots, right? Because there are no real roots, right? So this is the first question we have solved like that. Now we will check in another question. This is the second question. 3x square minus 4 root 3x plus 4 is equal to 0. Or third question also. Let for easy calculation, we can take whichever value. We can take question number 3. 2x square minus 6x minus 6x, right? Minus 6x plus 3 is equal to 0, right? Now what we will do? First our target is nothing but to find out value of d. And d is what? B square minus 4ac, right? So d is this. Find out in place of d what it is. It is minus 6 x square minus 4 into in place of a it is 2. In place of c it is 3. 36 minus 24 is equal to 12. So what we get? We get value of d is positive, right? So if value of d is positive, then we will get two values of x and those two values will not be equal. Those two values will be different, right? So now we will try solve this equation by using the formula. What is the formula? Formula is minus b plus minus root under b square minus 4ac, right, divided by 2a, divided by 2a. Now we will put the value. What is in place of b? In place of b it is minus 6. In formula it is saying minus b, minus and b. In place of b it is minus 6, right? Plus minus root under b square minus 4ac. We have already got value of b square minus 4ac, that is equal to 12. So we will write it down. We need not calculate again. Divided by 2 into a. 2 into a is what? 2. Right. So this is minus minus plus 6. Now what we can write? In place of 12, we can write 4 into 3. So it will become 2 root 3. Right. You know how I calculated this? We can write 12 as 4 into 3. And we know what is the value of root 4. It is 2. But 3 is only 1. So it will remain in under root. So 2 root 3 by 6 divided by 2 to ja 4. Now what we can do? We can take common. 2 common we can take 3 plus minus root 3 divided by 4. Right. So it is 2 to ja 4. So what we got? We got value of one value of x is 3 plus root 3 by 2. One value is 3 plus root 3 by 2. And second value is 3 minus root 3 by 2. We have got two values of x. So like that we can solve the quadratic equation. Right? Right. Now we will go to next question. We will go to question involving word problems, right? And that will be give us better idea how the quadratic equation are solved. Now, what it is saying? It is saying, is it possible to design a rectangular mango grove whose length is twice its breadth and area is at 800? If so, find its length and breadth, right? So we can do this. We can solve this simply. What it is saying? Length is double of breadth. So suppose breadth is x, right? And length is what? Length is double. So length is 2x. Now it is saying area is what? Area is equal to 800 meter square. So area will be what? Area of rectangle length into breadth. Length is 2x into breadth is x is equal to 800, right? So now 2x into x, 2x square is equal to 800. Now, this is very simple equation. We need not use formula minus b and this that. Simply 2 will come in divide here. X square will be equal to 400 and x is equal to what? A square root of 400. A square root of 400 is what? 20. So breadth is 20 and length is equal to, length is double, 20 to the 40. Right? So this we have solved easily. Now we will go to next question. See, the second question is what? Sum of the ages of two friends is 20 years, right? Sum of ages of two friends, there are two friends, sum of whose ages is 20 years. 4 years ago, the product of their ages in years was 48, right? Now we have to find the ages, right? First, whatever it will say, we will continue writing. The sum of ages of two friends is 20 years, right? So let age of first friend is what? Age of first friend is x. So age of second friend will be what? 20 minus x. Why? Because sum of their ages is 20. If I ask you a question, if you have 20 rupees, right? Total sum of 20 rupees. Out of this, you gave someone 10 rupees. How much you are left with? So 10 rupees, how you got? You subtract 20 minus 10. So simply, sum of their ages is 20. So we take first age as x. So second age will be 20 minus x, obviously. Now what we can do? Now it is saying 4 years ago, the product of their ages was 48, right? So 4 years ago, what will be his age? 4 years ago, what will be age? His age x minus 4. How? If I ask you, if my age is 25, what is my age 4 years ago? Well, how we will get? We will simply subtract 4 and we will get 21. So simply, if current age is age 4 years ago it will be x minus 4. And age of second person 4 years ago will be what? Also we will subtract from 4 from it. So 20 minus x minus 4 will be what? 16 minus x, right? So we simply got the age of two persons in terms of x 4 years ago. Now the question is saying product is what? Product of their ages is 48. Product of their ages is how much? 48, right? So we will product is equal to 48. Whatever question is saying, we will write down. Now we will multiply x into 16, 16x, x into minus x square, right? Minus 4 into minus 16, minus 64, minus 4 into minus x, plus 4x, right? This 48 is in plus here. If it will come this side, it will become minus 48 is equal to 0. So what will be the equation? Minus x square, right? Plus 20x. And this will become what? This is minus 64 and minus 48. 1112, 112 is equal to 0, right? Now we will try to solve it. Here what it will become? We will change sign of all of this to make it easier. Minus 20x plus 112 is equal to 0, right? Now we have to solve this quadratic equation, right? So we will try to solve this quadratic equation. How we will solve this quadratic equation? Simple, we will first try to find out d. D is what? B square minus 4ac. And d becomes what? B, 20 square. I am writing directly 400 minus 4ac, 4 into 1 into 112. 112. This will become what? 400 minus 448, right? So this will come in negative. This comes what? Minus 48. So we know if value of d is in negative, then there no real root exists. No real root exists in case of value of d less than 0. Right? If value of d is in negative, no real root exists. So in fact, we cannot solve this question, or we say there are no such edges which will satisfy this question. So this question is, from this question, we cannot calculate edges because the question is not right. And there is no value and though no edges for A and B which will fulfill this condition, right? Next we will read in next video.